Wait, before you swipe away thinking this is just another dress-up nice video, answer me this. When was the last time you caught your reflection in a store window and didn't recognize the woman looking back? Not because she looked bad, because she looked tired, older than she felt. And you couldn't figure out why, because your face hasn't changed, your spirit hasn't changed. So what happened? I'll tell you exactly what happened. It's sitting in your closet right now. So today, I'm counting down 7 dresses, starting with the one that quietly helps and building all the way up to the single dress that changes everything. Number 1 on this list is so powerful it made a 63-year-old woman go viral last year just for walking into a room in it. I'm not going to tell you which one yet, but I promise you, if you stay until the end, you'll understand exactly why it earned that spot and why everything before it was building toward it on purpose. Stay with me, because you own at least one of these dresses right now, and you have no idea what it's actually doing for you or against you. Hey, gorgeous. Welcome back to Stylish 60 Plus, the place where we prove week after week that looking radiant past 60 was never about chasing youth. It's about knowing a few smart, simple secrets nobody bothered to explain to us. If that sounds like exactly where you need to be right now, you're in good company. Let's get into it, from the bottom of this list all the way to the top. Here's something most women never stop to consider. After 60, the dress you choose does more work than almost anything else hanging in your closet. A dress isn't just fabric. It frames your entire body in a single sweep. It signals energy before you even say a word. And it shapes not only how other people see you, but how you see yourself the second you catch your reflection. Fashion psychologists actually have a name for this. They call it embodied cognition, the idea that what you wear doesn't just change how others perceive you, it changes how you think, how you move, how you carry yourself through a room. Put on the wrong dress and your shoulders drop without you noticing. Put on the right one and your spine straightens, your stride lengthens, and something in your face just lifts. That's not vanity. That's real, measurable psychology. And it means the dress hanging quietly in your closet has more power over your next 10 years of confidence than you've probably ever given it credit for. So let's start at number 7, the foundation this entire countdown is built on. Number 7, the wrap dress. We're starting here because this is the dress that quietly does its job without asking for credit, the reliable opener before things start climbing. The wrap dress keeps coming back into style for a reason that has almost nothing to do with trends and everything to do with basic optics. It works on nearly every single body type after 60, when our shape naturally softens and redistributes in ways nobody ever warned us about. Here's the secret most style videos gloss right over. It isn't really about the dress. It's about the diagonal line the wrap creates across your torso. That diagonal is what your eye follows, instead of settling anywhere you might feel self-conscious, whether that's the midsection, the upper arms, or anywhere else. It's an optical illusion you're quietly wearing, and the fashion industry has understood this trick for decades without ever explaining it to the rest of us. Now, here's where I save you some money, so don't go anywhere yet. You do not need a designer label for this to work. A simple jersey or cotton wrap dress from an affordable shop creates the exact same visual trick as one costing 5 times more. What actually matters is where that wrap sits, right at your natural waistline, not above it, not below it, because that's exactly where the diagonal does its best work. Pair it with a simple sandal or a low block heel, and the whole outfit reads as intentional, not expensive, solid, dependable. Number 7, but this is only the floor we're building on. Number 6 takes that same idea and makes it work even harder for you. Number 6, the monochrome column. If the wrap dress works through a diagonal, this one works through something even simpler and honestly even more powerful once you understand it. Wearing a single solid color from shoulder to hem creates what stylists quietly refer to as the vertical column effect. Instead of your outfit cutting your body into visible horizontal sections, which can actually shorten how tall and lean you appear, one continuous color pulls the eye in a smooth, unbroken line from top to bottom. It's the same principle that makes a tall building look even taller when the architecture avoids horizontal breaks. Here's the part almost nobody mentions, and it's the reason this one ranks above the wrap. Not every color works the same way for every woman, and getting this right multiplies the effect. If your skin leans warm, meaning you tan easily, or the veins on your wrist look slightly greenish, then caramel, olive, and rust will make your complexion genuinely glow. If you lean, cooler jewel tones like emerald, sapphire, or deep plum will do the exact same job for you. Choose a color that makes your skin glow instead of compete with it, and you instantly read taller, leaner, and unmistakably younger. This is the clothing equivalent of good posture. It changes everything without changing a single thing about your actual body. And if you thought that was a meaningful upgrade, wait, because number 5 works on something the first 2 don't even touch. Quick pause, because I want to know something. Out of these first 2, which one is already hiding in your closet right now? Type your answer in the comments. I genuinely read every one. And some of my favorite future videos come straight from what you tell me. Now let's keep climbing, because this countdown is about to pick up real momentum. Number 5, the Midi with movement. The wrap dress work through line. The monochrome work through color. This one works through something almost nobody thinks to check before buying: fabric behavior. Not the color, not the print, but the way fabric actually moves when you walk, sit down, or simply shift your weight while talking to a friend. A stiff, heavy fabric can sit on the body in a way that reads as static and rigid, even when the cut and color are otherwise perfect. But a midi dress in a soft, flowing fabric, something with a gentle swing to it, creates motion. And motion reads as energy. Energy reads as youth. It's one of those unspoken rules of style nobody ever puts into words, yet your brain registers it instantly the moment someone walks into a room. This is exactly why so many effortlessly stylish women past 60 gravitate toward dresses that sway slightly with every step, whether that's a soft viscose, a rayon blend, or a lightweight linen. Some of the most beautifully flowing midi dresses come from the exact same budget racks as their stiffer counterparts sitting right next to them. So next time you're shopping, actually touch the fabric and give it a gentle shake before you commit. If it moves like water, it's going to move beautifully on you too. 3 down and each one has done a little more than the last. Number 4 is where this countdown stops being about clothes and starts being about where people actually look first: your face. Number 4, the V-neck dress. Necklines get almost no credit, yet they do more visual work than nearly any other single design detail on a dress, and that's exactly why this one outranks everything below it. A V-neck draws the eye straight upward toward your face and collarbone, the 2 areas that naturally hold the most youthful, expressive energy on your entire body. Instead of the eye scanning your whole outfit evenly from top to bottom, it gets pulled directly up to your smile, your eyes, your expression. And an expression, more than almost anything else, is what reads as age or youth to another person standing in front of you. Think about it honestly. We rarely remember the exact outfit someone wore, but we almost always remember how animated and alive their face looked while wearing it. A deep round neckline can sometimes work against you here, flattening that upward pull and letting the eye settle lower on the outfit instead. A high, closed neckline can occasionally do the same thing, boxing in the face rather than opening it up. So the small shift from round or high to a moderate V makes a far bigger difference than most women would ever expect standing in a fitting room. We're halfway up this list, and I promise it only gets more interesting from here. Number 3, the textured knit. This one feels like a secret because it's so comfortable. People genuinely forget it's doing strategic visual work behind the scenes the whole time, and it earns its spot above the V-neck because it does that work in every single fold of fabric all day without you thinking about it once. A knit dress with subtle texture, think ribbing, a soft cable pattern, or a gentle waffle knit, adds visual depth without adding a single ounce of complexity to your outfit. Flat, smooth fabric can sometimes look a little lifeless, especially under harsh indoor lighting like fluorescent office lights or dim restaurant lighting. But texture catches and scatters light differently in every fold and ridge, creating natural dimension across the surface of the fabric. That dimension is exactly what makes an outfit look rich, layered, and considered, rather than simply thrown on in a rush. And here's the genuinely wonderful part. Texture-heavy knit dresses are often some of the most budget-friendly pieces you'll ever find because texture doesn't require a big brand name or a heavy price tag to look expensive. Pair a textured knit dress with a simple gold or silver pendant, and you've elevated the entire look in about 10 seconds flat. Only 2 left now. And this is exactly where the countdown stops being gentle and starts building toward that number 1 reveal I promised you at the very beginning. Before we climb into the final 2, and trust me, they are worth every second you've spent getting here, do me one quick favor. If you're already nodding along, agreeing that your closet could use this kind of glow up, tap that like button right now. It genuinely helps this video reach more women exactly like you, women who are simply tired of feeling invisible in their own clothes. And if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to Stylish 60 Plus and turn on that notification bell, because next week's video might be the exact one that changes your entire wardrobe. Number 2, the belted shift. We're near the top now, and this dress earns its place here because of something the 5 dresses below it don't offer: total control. A shift dress on its own can sometimes read as shapeless, which honestly isn't a bad thing on a hard day, but it doesn't do much visual work for you either. It simply exists on the body without shaping the silhouette in any particular direction. Add 1 simple belt at the natural waist, and suddenly you've created definition exactly where there was none before. This single addition transforms a straight, uninterrupted line into a soft hourglass suggestion, even if your shape has shifted over the years, which, let's be honest, all of ours have in one way or another. It's proof that you don't need an entirely new dress for every mood, occasion, or event. Sometimes you just need 1 smart, inexpensive accessory to turn something you already own into something that feels brand new. A woven raffia belt for daytime, a slim leather belt for errands, or even a simple fabric sash tied at the side can each completely shift the personality of the exact same dress. And that flexibility, the ability to reshape one dress into a dozen different looks, is exactly why it sits at number 2. But everything you've just seen, the diagonal lines, the color science, the movement, the upward pull to your face, the texture, the versatility, all of it was quietly building toward this. Number 1 is where it all comes together. Number 1, the structured shirt dress. This is the one I teased at the very beginning, the one that quietly went viral, and once I explain why, you'll understand exactly why it earns the top spot and why nothing else on this list could have taken it. A structured shirt dress, buttoned down the front, often with a collar, borrows visual cues straight from menswear tailoring, the same sharp lines we instinctively associate with confidence, competence, and quiet authority in a boardroom. But when that same structure lands on a woman's frame, especially cinched slightly at the waist with a thin belt or even just a simple knot, it creates a fascinating contrast between strength and softness happening in the exact same outfit at the exact same time. That contrast is what people register almost always subconsciously as youthful energy, and here's why it outranks every dress below it. It doesn't just borrow one trick, it borrows all of them. The button placket creates the same elongating vertical line as the monochrome column. The collar pulls the eye upward exactly like the V-neck. A soft fabric gives it the same graceful movement as the Midi. And a belt at the waist gives it the exact same adjustable shape as the shift. This dress is every single technique on this list, working together at once. This has nothing to do with mimicking someone in their 20s. It's about reading as powerful and self-assured, and power, more than almost anything else in fashion, reads as timeless rather than aged. That's very likely the real reason behind that viral moment last year. That woman wasn't trying to look young, she looked commanding. And commanding never goes out of style, at any age. Quick styling tip, roll the sleeves up slightly toward the forearm. It instantly softens the structure just enough to feel approachable instead of stiff, while keeping every bit of that quiet authority fully intact. Now, let's bring this full circle, because I want you to actually walk away with something you can use today, not just something you enjoyed watching. We started with the wrap dress at number 7 for its diagonal illusion. Then the monochrome column, sharpening that same idea with color. The flowing Midi, adding energy and movement. The V-neck, redirecting every eye straight to your face. The textured knit, adding effortless depth without any extra effort. The belted shift, giving you total adjustable control. And finally, at number 1, the structured shirt dress, the single piece that quietly does everything the other 6 do all at once, which is exactly why it made a stranger go viral for simply walking into a room. None of these require a shopping spree. None of them require a credit card you're afraid to look at afterward. Most of them you probably already own at least one version of, sitting quietly in your closet right now, simply waiting to be seen differently through a slightly smarter lens. And here's something deeper worth sitting with for a moment. The right dress isn't a costume, and it was never about pretending to be 40 again. It's a tool. It aligns how you feel on the inside with how the world reads you on the outside. Psychologists call this self-perception theory, the idea that when you dress in a way that feels vibrant and intentional, your own behavior shifts to match it, and so does how people respond to you. So, looking younger through a dress was never really about age at all. It was always about radiating the confidence, joy, and presence that were already inside you, just waiting for the right outfit and the right order of small decisions to let them through. That's really what this channel is about at its core. Not telling you to buy more, but teaching you to see what you already own differently and to trust that looking radiant past 60 was never about age in the first place. It was always about knowing these small, simple secrets and knowing which ones to reach for first. If this countdown gave you even one new way to look at your own wardrobe today, that's genuinely a win in my book, and I would love nothing more than for you to share that win with me. Drop a comment right now and tell me if number 1 surprised you the way it surprised that viral moment last year, and if you're new here, this is exactly why women keep coming back to Stylish 60 Plus every single week. We uncover another simple, practical shift that helps you feel exactly as radiant on the outside as you already know you are on the inside. Miss next week's video, and you might just miss the one styling secret that finally makes your whole wardrobe click into place. So don't take that chance. Subscribe to Stylish 60 Plus right now, tap that bell, and I promise I will see you in the very next one. Stylish 60 Plus. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.